5 most expensive aircraft in the world. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Wealthy. Several aircraft are there in the world, but some of them are among the most expensive ones. Let's dive into the video to know the most expensive aircraft in the world. Number 5. B-2 Spirit, $2.1 billion. The fighter plane, also known as the Northrop, later Northrop Grumman, B-2 Spirit is an American heavy rigid airship that offers a reduced generation of invisibility denser for penetration defensive altiplano. It is by far a flying wing design with a lot of. It was designed sometime during the Cold War. The aircraft is subsonic and can carry conventional and nuclear weapons, such as Elegance Mk-82J DAM GPS-guided bombs with a payload of up to 80,500 pounds, or 16B-83 atomic weapons with a payload of 2,400 pounds. The B-2 is the most powerful aircraft listed, capable of delivering massive air-to-ground clearing weapons while remaining stealthy. The deal became contentious in the United States Congress because of its high capital and labor expenses. The end of the Cold War in the second part of the 1980s dramatically reduced the need for planes, which were meant to breach Soviet territory and strike high-value targets. Congress slashed plans to acquire 132 aircraft to 21 in the 1980s and 1990s. This baby is the world's most costly, high-volume wing design. Because of its low observability, it could breach the air defenses of ultra-modern global powers like the USSR and drop atomic weapons. It spent the majority of its existence attacking ISIS opponents and similar naval forces that one tried to shoot down. It's an aircraft. All 21 planes have a name that starts with Spirit of, which is quite good. Number 4. F-22 Raptor, $334 million. The Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptors is a dual, single-seat, only tactical fighter aircraft designed by Lockheed Martin for the U.S. Air Force, USAF. The aircraft was developed as an air superiority fighter with ground assault, digital combat, and text recognition capabilities as part of the U.S. Air Force's Advanced Tactical Fighter (ATF) program. Lockheed Martin was the main contractor and completed most of the F-22's aircraft and gun structures, while Boeing contributed the wings, avionics interface, aft fuselage, and training structures. Before entering service as the F-22A in December 2005, the aircraft was modified to the F-22 and F/A-22 with different degrees of accuracy. Despite its extensive upgrading and operational challenges, the United States Air Forces consider the F-22 an important element of its Air Force. Number 3. Airbus A380, $445.6 million. The Airbus A380 is a synthetic wide-body plane produced by Airbus. It is the world's biggest passenger airplane. The Airbus study began in 1988, and the mission to challenge the Boeing 747 for long-haul market dominance was established in 1990. The precise A3XX allotment was made public in 1994. Airbus authorized the €9.5 billion A380 program on December 19, 2000. The prototype was shown in Toulouse on January 18, 2005, and the first flight took place on April 27, 2005. The cost has increased to €18 billion. It acquired the necessary certifications from the European Aviation Safety Agency, EASA, and the Federal Aviation Administration of the United States on December 12, 2006, FAA. A massive aviation market serves the airport hub and spokes design. It found out that this system isn't accurate and that most suppliers, such as an A380, aren't required. As a result, in these 12 months, the cancellation of this system was implemented. Even so, some affluent individuals may be able to use it as a private jet. Even if you don't have your private A380, flying first elegance may be extravagant. A A380 saves about 300 seats in residence first and professional classes compared to a budget system setup. Number 2. Boeing 747-8F, $419.2 million. The Boeing 747-8 The biggest variant of the 747 is a wide-body aircraft built by Boeing Commercial Airplanes. Boeing examined the big versions of the 747 as alternatives for the Airbus A3XX suggested by Airbus after the debut of the 747-400. The 747 Advanced, a longer version of the 747, was introduced on November 14, 2005, with a market projection of 300 aircraft, owing to the 747-8F on February 8, 2010. The first 747-8F freighter flew for the first time, and the first 747-8I international passengers docked on March 20, 2011. The ship model was added in October 2011, and the airplane was introduced as a cargo affair in June 2012. Boeing's passenger jumbo aircraft, the 747-8F, has a freight variant. It turns out that transporting containers by plane is more expensive than transporting individuals from afar. It's not as big or strange-looking as its open-air brethren, but it's still a top-notch aircraft. Number 1. B-1B Lancer, $415 million. The United States Air Force uses the Rockwell B-1 Lancer N1, a variable-wing supersonic light bomber. It's frequently referred to as Bone from Bone. It is one of 3 strategic bombers in the fleet of the United States Air Forces. The B-50 and the B-2 Spirit and 2 Stratofortress, as of 2021, are the opposites. The B-1 was initially promoted in the 1960s as a platform that could combine the Mach 2 speed of the B-50 aircraft with the diversity and payload of the B-52, thus improving any bomber. Rockwell International, now subsidiary of Boeing, won the design contest for what became the B-1A after considerable study. The Lancer was developed as a supersonic bomber in the 1960s, was phased out in 1977, revived in 1981 owing to B-2 program delays, and ultimately deployed in 1986. It departed Germany during World War II, designed for Mach 2 and smashing enormous Soviet tank formations, and spent the rest of her life attacking Third World forces in unusually permissive air conditions. In 1998, the plane cost $283.1 million, which is now equal to $415 million. These were the most expensive aircraft in the world. Stay tuned for more.